Hi, Kelly Street here with Attorney Sync. I wanted to go over some ways that you can maximize your Google My Business listing, just kind of the basic things that you need to do in order to make sure that you're getting results from having a Google My Business listing. So let's start off with, this is kind of what it looks like when you go to sign up for it. The background image is just where you go to sign in. If you have a business in general, you can just go into Google and sign in from it, especially if you already have a Gmail for your business or Google accounts for your business. This will be really easy. So you just go in, and then I have shared here our Attorney Sync kind of homepage basic setup for our Google My Business. You see the big overview here, your latest posts, how you can advertise, reviews, all the good stuff is just on this main screen. Then next, the first thing you want to check for is accuracy. Make sure that your address is correct. Make sure that you have the correct business hours listed, and so potential clients know when you're closed. I also think it's really cool. One thing that we do is we put the dates that we know we're going to be closed for holidays ahead of time on our Google My Business listing, so that in case clients or potential clients are calling us, they know not to expect a call back on that day. Really important to make sure that those things are included. And then, of course, phone numbers. We have a toll-free and then local number listed. Our local number that's listed and toll-free number are actually both tracked numbers, so we know that they come from our Google My Business listing for those particular numbers. Next, you just want to kind of have the overview of your Google My Business sidebar. This is where you go to manage all the aspects. You can see the home is there, go to posts, photos, anywhere on there you can just go create an ad, all those awesome things. Videos and images. This is what I want to go over next. So you want to make sure that you're uploading and updating videos, images, photos of your actual business. Photos of your business location are super important because this is what's going to let potential clients and current clients know where they're supposed to go and what it looks like. Even if you're in a shared co-working space, you want to make sure you put a couple of pictures on there to even let people know what your office looks like or just the building that they can expect to go to. Just to give people a little bit more comfort and feel like they know where they're going and it's not a weird mystery. Messaging. So this is a cool feature that you can turn on or off with Google My Business. You can decide to have messages come up on your business and have potential clients be able to contact you, or you can decide, nah, that's not for us, we're not going to do that. So just mark it or mark that you don't want to do that. Reviews. Super important to have reviews and get good reviews and manage them. Make sure that you're either replying to negative ones with a really general, I'm so sorry for your experience, let us know if there's anything we could do to help. Never giving away client information or case information about what happened in the situation. You can respond to every positive one with thank you so much, but I don't think that's really necessary. You can kind of just let the good reviews speak for themselves. Categories. So in your Google My Business listing, you want to make sure that you choose the right category that's going to drive people to your law firm when they're doing searches. So I recommend, and Google also recommends, doing a general listing, but making sure that you are kind of narrowing down the category a little bit. You want to do family law services or family lawyer, family law firm if you are indeed a family attorney, or personal injury attorney. Leaving it just attorney, you're going to be dumped into a bucket for search with all of the attorneys that are listed no matter what category. So you want to make sure you narrow that down. So set your primary category, and then I also recommend choosing other categories underneath that if possible. They may or may not, we're not really sure how much having other categories beyond primary help in search results. But I think it's better safe than sorry. You might as well add other categories that fit with what you actually do underneath the primary category. Next, we have posts. I think posts are super important because this is your first touch point when a potential client Googles you to see how active you are online and if you're actually engaging with potential clients out there by putting new stuff up all the time. If you only publish one post once a year, that's going to look like you're not really paying attention to what you have out there. You're not really keeping in touch with things. So I recommend publishing, try for once a week, once every other week, and just kind of posting about different things that you're doing. If you're hosting or going to a fundraiser, you can post about that. If you have a scholarship in your law firm's name, you can post about that. You can post about different cool things you're doing. Put a photo of just got out of court and won a great case for my client or had a great outcome. All of those things are really interesting little posts that you can do to make sure that you're kind of staying fresh and relevant and showing that you are kind of actively always there for clients. Next is description. So there was a little bit of hullabaloo this week, a little bit of excitement because Google said, hey, we've updated it and added Google My Business description at the top of the listing. So it's a little more prevalent and it's actually a meaningful search aspect to your GMB listing, as we in the search world call it. But then when I looked today, I saw that the description had kind of disappeared from the listing and wasn't as prevalent anymore. So watch for this. I would add a really great descriptor that encapsulates who you are as a law firm and what you practice, just in case it comes up again. I think those are all really good basics to get you started with maximizing your Google My Business listing. If you have any questions, as always, reach out to me. I am always here to help.